Hello everyone, it's Stace, and for now at least it looks like my car is the space where Source wants to flow through me and to me. But I really actually just jumped on because first of all, we are Source. And so Source is always Source, Mother, Father, God, creator of all that is, whatever your label is fine. Whatever you connect with, the life force that runs through all living things is what I am speaking of when I talk about Source or God or creator, whatever that is. It is that omnipresent interwoven web of all life force, of unconditional love. And I was actually jumping on just to just reiterate for me, for my experience, for my knowing, for my truth, is that after my walk this morning, it was after I'd been on the beach and I'd come off the beach and I was walking back home along the road, and a thought popped into my head, and I'd heard it before. It was, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. And then after that, you are not a fractal of God. You are God in a fractal. I'm just going to let that land, because for me, that changes everything. When I look at the energy signature of those two truths, those two beliefs, those two perspectives, and please take which one resonates for you. But for me, it was the coming together. In that moment, I was literally weeping. And not of sadness, but of this energy of absolute divine knowing. Absolute truth had hit every cell of my being. And there was a spontaneous expression of release from that. And as I've gone about my day and just been in my flow, just been in my allowance. Did you see that? That was so funny. That was very close, little birdie. Thank you. There's magic everywhere, right? It's an inside-out job. And it was like, how does that change that for me? How does that truth landing change? Does it change anything? Because we're the observer. And we're also the creator. And we're also the player. And it was like, when I tuned into that, and we'll take it back to the ocean, because I know that Source does not even want me to speak about any dissonance that may come about from that truth. Because of that word, because of God, it has a lot of symbolism, it has a lot of meaning, a lot of belief, a lot of reverence for a lot of different people, which is perfect. It's the diversity that creates the evolution and the expansion. If we were all the same, this would be a very short game on Earth. But as that truth landed in my body, of I am not a drop in the ocean. I am the ocean in a drop. I am not a fractal of God. I am God in a fractal. As you can see, my spirit gets very excited with that. Because for me, it took me from that paradigm of separation, polarity and duality, where I was a fractal of something still outside of me, something larger, more powerful, more profound. And I was this little piece of that. And then reverse that to I am God in a fractal. And all of a sudden, the wholeness, the unity, the truth lands for me. It is no longer seen through the eyes of separation. It is no longer seen as something outside of myself. It is thyself. And me, thee, we is one. I am God. I am source. I am that life force, that omnipresent life force, that unconditional love that runs through all things. I am that, and that I am. And so I just wanted to share, because honestly, it lights me up. Every part of my being is at home with that truth. And it's okay if you're not, because we all are where we are until we're not. And then we're somewhere else. And it's all by design and it's perfect. But I love that in a moment, in one simple moment of just being fully present in my body, whilst immersed in nature and open, that I could experience both sides of the coin. The separation or the duality, and the wholeness and the unity. And in doing so, without attachment, without force or fight, or even without the mind needing to understand it, and just allowing the truth of it to be shown, it collapses. Into the divine truth. Into my divine truth. The divine expression within me. And so how blessed are we? How blessed are we that when you begin to choose you with love and with kindness, that you begins to blossom. The you who knows, the you who is, the universe. Universe. You're in it. So perhaps stop placing it outside of you. So perhaps just let go of, surrender the program where God is something outside of you, where your power is outside of you, where the universe, it's in the word, people, universe, is outside of you, instead of it being you. the divine, unique you. Alrighty, so we trust this will find you well. Where attention goes, energy flows and it grows. So choose from the heart, trust your gut, and know that you've got this, whatever this is, because you are the magic. I love you as I love myself. Ciao.